Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, my students? I hope that you're happy and healthy and ready for today's lesson, which is the expansion, pages 66 and 67, the reading. So we'll be talking about viruses today. Here's the question: what do you know about both human and computer viruses? So we know that us humans, we get viruses. Also the computer or the phone or any smart device can also be infected with viruses. So what do you know about human and computer viruses? Of course, there are many differences between the viruses that affect humans and the viruses that affect the computers or smartphones. Here, good readers often think of questions, things that they want to know about a topic before they start to read. So before you begin to read any article, this is a strategy. Try to think of questions about information from the article that you're trying to get. For example, here, what is a computer virus? How do computers get viruses? This is an interesting question here. How do computers get viruses? Hopefully we'll see the answer in the article. Who creates virus programs? Are they created by someone or do they come by themselves? Also we know in the article. What do computer viruses do to a computer? Are they very harmful or just a little bit? How can you protect your computer from getting viruses? What should you do if your computer gets viruses? Notice here the question all focusing on the computer getting viruses, not the human, of course. Hence now we know that the article is talking about computer viruses. So before you read any article, try to come up with questions about information that you want to look up in the article. So this is the article here, the title of the article: Computer Viruses, a Headache for Humans. Of course, whenever your computer or your laptop or your smartphone gets viruses, it causes you headaches because it's lagging all the time. It will be extremely slow. So hopefully with this article, we'll find the answers to the questions that we previously read. Let's listen now.
A computer virus is a computer program that has the ability to infect a computer without the user's permission, or even knowledge. There are more than a few similarities between computer viruses and human viruses. Biological viruses enter the body through some kind of direct contact with the body and attach themselves to a host cell. The virus spreads, and the resulting damage can include pain, suffering, or even death. Similarly, computer viruses enter a host file in your computer when you open an infected email attachment. This virus then spreads, resulting in damage that can include deletion of files, emailing of all the addresses in the computer's email address book, a slowing down of the system, or even fatal damage to the hard drive.
So here are some interesting information. It says here the computer virus infect a computer without the user's permission or even knowledge. Sometimes your computer or smartphone has viruses without your permission, without your knowledge. And notice here that he says direct contact, the biological viruses for our bodies, it has to come with direct contact, unlike the computer virus that comes with when you open an email attachment or when you open or download something from the internet, it will be attached to this virus. So pay attention and be careful for your emails and what you download from the internet. Let's continue with the second part of the article here.
If these viruses are so damaging, why do people allow them to infiltrate their computers? Because people are tricked into it. Viruses are sent attached to email messages. These emails use a variety of tricks to fool the reader into opening up the attachment. For example, some of these emails are designed to appeal to people's emotions. The You Have Won virus included an attachment titled A Gift For You.txt.vbs. Users, thinking they had been sent a gift letter, opened the file, instantly releasing a virus and infecting their computer. Another common virus disguised as a personal messages cube. Coup is spread through messages sent through social networking sites. The emails have subject lines like, "You look funny on our new video." When users try to download the video, what they really get is a virus.
So people who try to send a virus to you, they'll trap you to opening the attachment file using your emotions. As mentioned here, sometimes you received an email saying you have won a prize, and when you open the email, what will you find? Of course, the virus is included in the attachment, or a gift for you. So you will read the title of the email, the headline of the email, that you have won something, you have won a prize. But once you open it, you will get the virus. So pay attention. Or sometimes it will come when you download a video. When you download a specific video, what you will be really get is a virus. So again, pay attention to what you download from the internet, and always have, of course, a virus protection program, a certified virus protection program in your computer. So, continuing with the next part of the article, let's listen now.
Another common way email users are manipulated into opening attachments that contain viruses is with messages that appear to come from businesses that people frequently use. These typically include auction sites, delivery services, and financial institutions. One such virus is the UPS/FedEx delivery failure. This email comes with a message informing the user that a package he or she had supposedly sent could not be delivered. Users are told to click on the attachment for a refund. In reality, of course, the attachment unleashes a virus. Ironically, one virus-spreading email was disguised to look like an email about protecting the user's computer from viruses. The Microsoft patch virus was spread through an email that urged the user to download a software patch to prevent viruses. This email even included the Microsoft icon, which fooled many into believing the email was legitimate. In reality, the patch was a virus. This virus was forwarded by millions of people, resulting in the infection of computers around the world.
So here the people who send you the viruses have really upped their game, and they are professionals. So as said here, you can say that they are watching you. They see the sites that you open. For example, when you always ask for stuff online using the UPS or FedEx, these typically include auction sites, delivery service, and financial institutions. One such virus is the UPS delivery failure. So they know when you ask something via the internet and you want it delivered for you using maybe a UPS or FedEx, they will email you, thinking that you will think that it's from the company itself. But once you open this email, of course, it has a virus. This email comes with a message informing the user that the package he or she supposedly sent could not be delivered. So once you click that you want the refund, this click will unleash the virus to your computer. Another example here, ironically, some viruses come to you in a sentence says, "Be careful of viruses." Ironically, one virus spreading email was disguised to look like an email about protecting the users from computer viruses. So if you received an email that this is a program to protect you from a virus, this actually might be a virus. The Microsoft patch virus was spread through an email that urged the user to download a software patch to prevent viruses. This email included the Microsoft icon. So they're really trying hard to fool you. They have the Microsoft icon, the Microsoft logo, so you feel safe because you trust this company, which fooled many to believing the email was legitimate. The email was legitimate, meaning that the email really came from the Microsoft company. In reality, the patch was a virus. This virus was forwarded by millions of people, resulting in the infection of computers around the world. Going on to the next slide and the last slide of the article, let's listen to it together.
Do all you can to avoid exposing your computer to a virus. Think of the precautions you take against catching biological infections. You wash your hands and avoid contact with sick people. Extend the same care to your computer. Consider investing in antivirus software. And whatever you do, avoid opening emails with potentially infected files. You may just save your computer from contracting a nasty illness, and yourself from suffering a terrible headache.
So this is here actually helpful. Do all you can do to avoid exposing your computer to viruses, just like you wash your hands with soap to avoid getting yourself viruses. Try to avoid exposing your computer to viruses. Think of the precaution that you take against catching biological infection. You wash your hands, as I said. Consider the investing in antivirus software. This is just as I told you. Try to invest in a good, legitimate antivirus software, and whatever you do, avoid opening emails with potentially infected files. Try not opening emails. If an email comes to you and it looks suspicious, don't open it. Don't open it. Try to avoid opening suspicious emails. You may just save your computer from contracting a nasty illness and yourself from suffering a terrible headache. Here's the comprehension practice. Now we have listened to the article. Let's ask some questions about the article. How serious is the damage virus can cause in computers? How serious is the damage that viruses cause to a computer? So, yes, it's very serious. It can completely destroy all the information on the hard drive. So viruses are extremely serious. They can wipe out and delete all the information that you have on your computer. How do viruses take advantage of social networking sites? How do viruses take advantage of social networking sites? Of course, now we have too many social networking sites and applications. How do viruses take advantage of that? So the answer is they use the email services on the sites to email people who are members. If you are a member of in any social website, of course, the first thing you do is to put your email. So what do people who send you the viruses? They will take your email from this social network site and they will send you the virus. So pay attention. Why did people believe that Microsoft patch was real? The Microsoft patch virus, of course. Why did people believe that it was real? What made them sure about it? Okay, let's see the answer together here. It had the company logo on it. It had the company logo. Of course, when you see the Microsoft logo, the company logo, you will rest assured, of course, that this is legitimate, this is safe, because it is a well-known company. That's why the people with the viruses, the hackers, let's say, they used the company logo. They took advantage of the trust between the people and the company and put the Microsoft logo to send the virus. Why do people who send viruses use the names of well-known businesses like UPS and Microsoft? I think we've answered that already. We said because many people use these sites and trust the companies, because people trust UPS, because people trust Microsoft. Once you see the logo, you will trust this is a safe email. But the people who send you the virus took the advantage of this trust and tried to infect your computer with viruses. This is a vocabulary practice. Write the correct word for the definition. So here we have the definition in paragraph 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we will write the correct word or term for the definition. Having a disease or a virus of some kind. Having a disease or a virus of some kind. If you have a virus of some kind, what do we call this? Let's see here. It's in paragraph 2. Yes, it's the word infected. When you say my computer is infected, or you're talking about yourself, I'm infected, it means that you are carrying a virus. In paragraph 3 here, having a different appearance, hiding the true identity of a person or a thing. Again, having a different appearance, hiding the true identity of a person or a thing. To hide your identity or hide your appearance. This is a word in paragraph 3. Yes, it's the word disguise. It's the word disguise. When you disguise yourself, it means that you hide your appearance and try to look like something or someone else. Paragraph 4, let something loose often before an attack. To let something loose often before an attack. Let's see here. When you say unleash, unleash is to let something loose sometimes or usually before an attack. In paragraph 5, we have two definitions here. The first one, happening in the opposite way from what is expected. Happening in the opposite way from what is expected. When you expect something and what really happened is the opposite, what do we call this? Yes, ironically, or we say irony. The term is irony, but it's written here ironically. The second definition here, genuine, following the laws or rules. When something is genuine or something that follows the rules, so what do we call it? Yes, legitimate. Legitimate, it means that it's genuine, it's original, it's following the laws or the rules. In paragraph 6, to prevent or to stop yourself from doing something. To prevent or to stop yourself from doing something. What do we call this? Of course, you can look up the word in paragraph 6. Yes, it's to avoid. To avoid something is to, as mentioned here, is to prevent or to stop yourself from doing it, is to avoid it. To avoid it, to get out of its way. Here, the after reading exercise, complete each sentence with one of these words. We have the word fatal, infiltrate, manipulated, precaution, and urge. But before we do that, look at the list of the words here and find each word in the article. Then we will discuss the word and elicit the meaning appropriate for the context. The first word is fatal. We'll look for it in the article. You see it in paragraph 2. Fatal damage to the hard drive. Fatal meaning describing the damage or an error that can't be fixed, meaning deadly. Fatal means deadly. It can't be fixed. Next one is to infiltrate. Infiltrate, yes, excellent. In paragraph 3, allow them to infiltrate their computers, which means to get into or gain access to a place secretly. This is the key word here, secretly. So to infiltrate is to go to a place secretly without anyone knowing. The third word is manipulated. In paragraph 4, users are manipulated, controlled, or influenced by someone. To manipulate is to strongly influence someone in a bad way, of course. And we have the precaution and urge words here. Paragraph 5, an email that urged the user. An email that urged the user, meaning tried strongly to persuade someone to do something. When I say I urge you, meaning it means that I strongly want to persuade you to do something. And the last word, the word precaution in paragraph 6. Think of the precautions you take. Precautions are things you do to prevent something bad from happening, just like washing your hands before eating dinner. This is a precaution so you don't get viruses. So let's get back to the exercise here. Why did the spy, the key word here is spy, yes, infiltrate the government building? Weren't there security guards on duty? Number 2, due to several design flaws, yes, fatal design flaws in the operating system. All the computers in the office crashed. There were fatal design flaws. You must stop smoking. You to consider the impact it has on your body. You want to strongly influence him. Yes, you say, I urge you, I ask you, I urge you to consider the impact it has on your body. The businessman, the client, yes, manipulated the client to make him do what he wants. When you make people do what you want, it means that you manipulated them. Of course, it's a bad word here. Elena thought it might rain, so she took the precaution of bringing an umbrella. So she was cautious. As a precaution, she thought maybe she saw some clouds. She thought it would rain. As a precaution, she brought her umbrella. Then we will answer the questions here. What is a computer virus? So this is an interesting question here. What is a computer virus? Yes, a computer virus is a program. It's a program that can get into a computer's system and damage it without the users knowing about it. So it could damage your system without you knowing about it. Describe the similarities between human and computer viruses. The similarities, what is the same in computer and human viruses? Of course, you'll find a lot. Some of them here. Biological viruses get into the body through one of the body's cells called host cells. Computer viruses enter a computer through a host file. So through cells and files, both are hosts that the user downloads to the hard drive. Both viruses are like an infection that spreads and causes damage. So both are an infection that spreads through the body, your body, or the computer hard drive, and both cause damage. What is the UPS FedEx delivery failure virus? What is this virus? Yes, it's a virus that comes as an email attachment to a message about a problem with the delivery of a package. So you receive an email from a company like UPS or FedEx saying the package you ordered, there's some problem. If you want a refund, say they will lure you to click a bait click. It tells you, the user, to click on the attachment. The attachment contains a virus, then gets into the computer. So once you click for a refund, it's over. The virus has unleashed and already spread. What is ironic about the Microsoft Patch virus? What is ironic? If you remember the word irony. Yes, it spreads through an email that urges the user to download a software patch to prevent viruses. What's ironic? It's that urges you to download a software protecting the computer from viruses, while originally it itself is a virus. What are some steps you can take to prevent computer from being infected by a virus? Some precautions that you can do. Yes, you should install an antivirus software and avoid opening emails with potentially infected files. So always have a legitimate virus protection program, and try to avoid opening suspicious or spam emails as much as you can. Here are some discussion questions here you can discuss with your colleague. Has your computer or friends ever been infected by a virus? How did it happen? What did you do? Or what did your friend do? Why do you think there are so many computer viruses? This is an interesting question. What kind of punishment is appropriate for people who create and spread viruses? So try to think of an appropriate punishment for people who spread viruses. And with that, we reach the end of this lesson. See you next lesson, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.